H.O.O.D.S movement. Uh, Today I want to talk about the King of Pop, of course. Uh, you know, I know y'all heard y'all's own stories and about if he's alive, he's dead, or whatnot, whatever the case may be, man. But this is my version of it, and I did some digging, man, and I got some interesting news, man. I just wanted to address to y'all. So let me get right to it. So let's get it. Okay, first and foremost, man, I did some researching, right? And I'm going to make a couple of videos in regards to, you know, Michael Jackson. And there's a lot of allegations that he's dead and also that he's alive. But what I can tell you people is my personal opinion and also what I have came up with or come up with. Michael Jackson's brother Jermaine said that Michael Jackson, listen real closely to this, okay? Listen real closely. He said Michael Jackson, which brother Jermaine Jackson, said that when Michael Jackson was not with them before they made the call to the EMS, and also before he reached the hospital, he wasn't with them. So who was with them? You know what I'm saying? And there's a couple of people that actually looks just like Michael, man. You know what I'm saying? Look just like Michael. So could it be his double? Because they were saying he wasn't around, man, when all that ordeal happened. That's what Jermaine was saying. Also, that Michael Jackson bought a piece of land of island near Bahrain, Bahrain, named the Amwaj Island. He spent 1.5 million on a new mansion on his own private island. He also paid the massive sum for a quarter acre on Amwaj Island. The island, which is part of a three man-made island built in the last 10 years, boasts lavish facilities including its own international airport, several top restaurants, a private hospital, golf courses, canals, and an equestrian center. There was also a private school, the International School of Chalfat or Chalfate, whatever, where Michael Jackson might send his children. There's also this episode that Michael Jackson's daughter Paris was seen in a car with her dad, Michael Jackson, in the back seat behind her, sitting down with like some type of cloth wrapped around him, his face, his head, around his body. I saw that video. Man, it looked all like Mike. You know what I'm saying? And she's growing, she's older, man. You know what I mean? So, remember when they kept interviewing him? They were like playing games. I mean, I know they were kind of young, and but if they had a father like they say they had, like Michael Jackson was all loving and was there for them every day, you're gonna cry, man. You know what I mean? Because there's some kids where they don't have half a father like Michael. You know what I'm saying? And they cry. You know what I'm saying? And there's some of them deadbeat fathers where the kids don't cry. But anyways, in regards to Michael, the way the kids, and their family addressed like how he was towards his kid, he was a real loving father. He did anything for them and da 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 da. They would have been crying, man. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, okay, it goes. Speculations began amongst her followers in the comment section that the dark form behind her is actually the ghost, or even more dramatically, the living form. They're throwing dirty comments at Paris, man, of her deceased father. Well, who's to really know if that person is really Michael Jackson? You would need to check. check out that video and see for yourself, man. It's I guess you just look up Paris uh, with Michael Jackson in the back seat or something like that, and that video should pop out. Anyhow, okay, now check this out. That I also found out as well, right after Michael Jackson supposedly passed away, a mysterious newcomer moved into a small bungalow near Ontario's Lake Duor. This is in Canada, right? According to a neighbor there, a fleet of moving vans and limousines pulled up in front of the property where a pale, middle aged male was escorted into the house surrounded by what appeared to be three bodyguards. Census records list uh his name Elaine. This person that they said moved in this bungalow, his name was Elaine Pontifex, as the owner of the home. He has never been seen in public. A small live-in staff attends to his needs. When locals ask questions about Pontifex, the answers given by household employees is always the same. They always give the same result answer. Mr. Pontifex is a very private person. Many packages delivered to the cottage are from theatrical makeup, costume companies. Visitors to the cottage are always privately escorted from Ottawa International Airport to the Pontifex home by staff members and shielded with umbrellas. Also, the home has requested for a permit to house exotic animals on the premises. A former contractor hired to do outside work around the cottage said, I've never met Mr. Pontifex, but I did hear his voice once or twice. You know what I'm saying? Who gets all this special treatment like that and no one knows who it is, man? You know what I'm saying? And then they get a license for exotic animals. So you think the government's in on it? You think the government knows that Mike is alive? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I did sound it did sound like Michael Jackson's voice. The person said, I can't swear that it was Michael Jackson, but I got the feeling it was some famous person who wanted to hide out, and I heard something about them building a recording studio inside the house. Wow, that's pretty crazy. So it must be a musician. Like I said earlier, I'm not too sure about how much of this information is correct or false. Please do leave me any comments below if you have any other information regarding Michael Jackson's death. You know, if you think he's alive or dead, or if you heard the information I'm saying, if you heard about that dude Alain Pontifex, or if you have any other type of fucking information that you think Michael Jackson is staying or he might be at, or just any information in general. You know what I'm saying? Uh, check this out. They had Lisa Marie Presley said to Oprah, because she didn't want to be interviewed by anybody, nobody. She didn't want to let her what her and Mike had between them. She didn't want to release any type of information or nothing. But somehow Oprah gets her persuades her or somehow or I don't know, but she does Oprah interview and she told her this is the only interview I'm gonna do and the last one. So if anybody wants needs to know whatever, you can look at your show, Oprah. That's what she told her. I saw that video. Anyhow, that when she goes, Lisa Marie Presley said to Oprah that when she was with Michael Jackson, that Michael Jackson had told her, listen closely, that he was very afraid that when he dies, he's afraid he's going to die like her father, Elvis. This is back in 94, man. She said that she didn't understand what Michael Jackson was trying to say. Then when Michael Jackson died, she freaked out because Michael Jackson died just like her dad, she replied. Michael Jackson supposedly died of an overdose, right? Just like Elvis. This was all said back in 1994. You know what I mean? This was years ago. This was said back in 94 when Michael was with Lisa Marie Presley. So if Michael was planning to fake his death, he thought about doing it since 94, maybe even earlier. What do you think about that? You know what I'm saying? Let me know if you have any information in regards to that, man. If you heard anything about that. Uh, Before I go, I want to address one more thing. When Michael Jackson supposedly had passed away by an overdose, the paramedics, listen to this, what the paramedics said. The paramedics that showed up to Michael's home said that they didn't recognize the patient as Michael Jackson. I mean, how can you not recognize if it was Michael Jackson or not? You know what I'm saying? They thought the comatose man was a late stage cancer patient returning from hospice. Was this the same Michael Jackson who sang and danced his heart out the night before at a Staples Center rehearsal for his upcoming show in London? And remember, the night before he passed, he did a rehearsal and he was dancing his ass off. And from that night to the next, he looked like a fucking cancer patient on comatose and all that. Come on, man. That's bullshit. It was somebody else. It wasn't Michael on that bed, man. It was some type of double, man. I'm telling you. Right now, there are so many unanswered questions, and many believe that Michael Jackson is still out there, just waiting for the right time to come back. Or will he come back? There are so many videos and pictures out here making us believe he's still with us. And there's also people in disguise that people are saying is Michael Jackson. Well, I'm going to make another video about Michael Jackson, and you all will see what else I come up with. All right. Also, there's some other people you want me to talk about, like Paul Walker. Go ahead and leave me a comment, and please let me know who else you want me to talk about. But I will be making a part two of Michael Jackson. All right. Well, this is your boy, Big Cass, 210 Hoods Movement. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment to my videos. I really appreciate it, man. To all my fans out there, man. Appreciate it. One love, man. I'm out.